Sup, nation? It is Monday. My name is Philip DeFranco. Before we jump into newsy type stuff and things that matter to me today, two quickie updates. One, in case you did not get the memo, I just changed over to filling you in 6 days a week with new Saturday and Sunday videos, that being the movie club and then book club. So if you didn't see them, check them out. Links to them down below. It's kind of the same kind of club thing that we've done, but I'm trying to make it more of a personal thing, and I know you guys like that. And two, for the next 24 hours, we have limited stock of the Shroomy and Dr. Shroom Hatton shirt. So don't say I don't read your tweets. I'm doing it for you and for me, but mainly you. And of course, the first thing I need to talk about today, everything that actually mattered about the Super Bowl. 1, the best ratings for a Super Bowl ever. 2, the Baltimore Ravens beat the San Francisco 49ers 34-31, what many people are calling God's last piece of evidence to prove that Ray Lewis didn't stab anybody, because as of all human history has shown us, bad people don't succeed. Ever. 3, Beyonce's halftime show was amazing, mainly because she sang and gyrated like she wanted to have hate sex with everyone. And then 4, Beyonce's performance might have been so fierce, which is a word a gay man once said that I have to use if I describe Beyonce in any way, that the power at the stadium went out, even though just days before, the power situation at the Superdome was praised. Then 6, the Super Bowl commercials. I think there were 52 commercials. The one that stood out to me was the one with Bar Raffaelli where she makes out with that nerdy guy for GoDaddy. Super fun fact about that commercial is it took 65 takes, making Jesse, the extra there, one of the luckiest men on the planet. But what a lot of people did not realize is that was not the only commercial involving 2 people making out. Because Will Ferrell wanted to make a Super Bowl commercial again this year. It only aired in 3 small towns, and it looked like this. So really the only question you need to answer about the Super Bowl is who did it better, Will Ferrell or Bar Raffaelli? And personally, I just feel kind of weird because like Will Ferrell in all his mustachio glory making out with an old lady didn't give me the heebie-jeebies like Bar Raffaelli did. It was just so uncomfortable. Then let's talk about sexy time news, starting with our Instagram hottie of the day, Caitlin Ansari. She's a monster girl, a model, and a self-described hustler with a $sign. Cause that's how you know she legit, is something I never thought I would say about anything ever. And for the man lovers out there, I want to feature Matthew Terry, who was actually in a Super Bowl ad last night for Calvin Klein. Also, as a side question to this ad, was there anyone else, any other guys just mimicking the poses? Just me? Okay, that's cool. But for you man lovers who are like, oh, I like this faceless person, just for you, you get a gallery as well. Links to those down below. You are welcome. Then in some really quick nerdy news, the game I am most excited to get this year is The Last of Us, and they just released a new gameplay trailer, and I cannot wait to be terrified by this game. Like, I'm about over zombies for zombies' sake, but this just looks like a genuinely good, beautiful game. And 2, I wanted to recommend a game, no sponsorship, anything like that. Easily one of the best first-person shooters I've played in a very long time, Spec Ops: The Line. And if you are gonna play the game, only rent it. The single player, it's less than 10 hours, even if you're terrible. And the multiplayer is garbage, so there's really no reason to own the game. And I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's one of those games that makes you question, like, why am I even playing this game? Like, in a real way, not in a Modern Warfare 2 shooting people in an airport way, like in a legitimate way. Then in news myself and probably like 17 other people care about, Community is actually really finally coming back for their 4th season on February 7th. And the main point is, even though it most likely will not happen, 6 seasons and a movie. That's all I gotta say about that. Then in a weird bit of news, Iranian President Ahmadinejad said that he wants to be the first Iranian launched into space. This is probably like the first time Israel has ever been like, Iran, I think that's a great idea. But this also does beg the question, who looks at that poor little monkey that Iran shot into space and went, yeah, that seems like an awesome time, let me do that. But yeah, apparently Ahmadinejad released the statement, I'm ready to be the first Iranian to sacrifice myself for our country's scientists. But surprisingly, that's not where the story ends, because Senator John McCain is now under fire for tweeting. So Ahmadinejad wants to be first Iranian in space. Wasn't he just there last week? Iran launches monkey into space. To which, surprisingly, people had a problem with an old white guy calling a brown guy a monkey. Turns out that might be considered offensive. To which John McCain then responded, in response to the Iran space tweet, lighten up, folks, can't everyone take a joke? And in my head, I'd like to imagine he then turned to whoever was next to him and was like, don't they remember when I was like, hey, she could totally be a VP. But then a young Republican representative was like, no, you can't do that. Tweeting, maybe you should wisen up and not make racist jokes. Now, personally, like, I'm not John McCain's biggest fan, but I look at this and go, I don't think that he was being racist. I think he was making a personal attack on Ahmadinejad, saying that he was a stupid monkey. In fact, as like a side note, one of the original times monkey was used as a racial slur was aimed towards Irish people. Former President George Bush was constantly referred to as a monkey, and to me, it ultimately seems like an overreaction of people and then the media in hopes of a good story. story. And the main thing we need to get out of this story is let's all unite in the amazing idea of actually sending Ahmadinejad into space. If anything, we need to be giving these people resources to make this a reality sooner, and maybe also make Kim Jong-un his co-pilot. And to possibly get pelted with a $50 gift certificate to forhumanpeoples.com. Leave a comment down below, join the conversation, maybe hit the like button, favorite if you really like it. Also, thanks to our sponsor, Netflix.com/PhillyD, for making this episode extra Phil-tastic. Whatever that word means, seems like it would be a good thing. But guys, of course, as always, my name is Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love yo faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.